I am discussing something about the relative error. Maybe I measure length, maybe I measure force, maybe I measure momentum. So what will be percentage error in P? Still, the relative error should be the sum in a physical quantity raised to the power k, raised to some power. Hello students, this is SD Sir again from the Temple of Excellence, Vidyashram PU College, Mysore. Continuing my discussion on errors, what is that I have in store today? What is that we will be discussing in session 6? Curious? Yes. But let's wait for some time. Let the curiosity build up. Until then, we will recapitulate a few things done in the previous session. What was the error, my students? Sir, we know it is an uncertainty in measurement. Very good. Mathematically, it is calculated as the difference of the actual value and the measured value. What are the two key classification of errors? Yes, sir, again we know systematic errors and random errors. And what was the two laws we learned? The first law stated that if you add any two quantities or if you subtracted two quantities, irrelevant of the operation we do, either we add two quantities or we subtract them, the absolute error, something we get as absolute error, in the final result should be the sum of the errors in the individual measurement. You will ಗಮನಿಸಿ ಎರಡು ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟೀಸ್ನ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಫೈನಲ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎರರ್ಸ್ನ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ನೀವು ಎರಡು ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟೀಸ್ನ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಫೈನಲ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ error should be the sum of the individual errors. Similarly, when I multiplied or divided any two quantities, what is the error I get? I get something called relative error, which is again the sum of the errors in the individual quantities. Fine. We worked up a few mathematical examples to understand these two laws. Now, proceeding further, today we will discuss the third law, which states the relative error. Again, I am discussing something about the relative error. The relative error in a physical quantity. The error, specifically the relative error in the measurement of a physical quantity raised to some power k. the error is expressed in terms of powers raised to the power k is k times the relative error in the individual quantity. The statement seems to be absurd, but the meaning of this statement is very, very simple, dear students. Again, shall we follow this statement? The rule says the relative error. Again, relative error. ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಮತ್ ಪುನಃ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಎರರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. The relative error in a physical quantity, some physical quantity that is raised to the power k is k times the relative error in the individual quantity. What do you mean by that? Now let us consider an example to understand this statement. First, I represent the measurement of a physical quantity as z equals a to the power k. So this is the result. Z represents the result of some measurement. Maybe measurement of mass, maybe measurement of length, maybe measurement of time. So I am measuring an individual quantity called as A, and the measurement is represented as Z equals A to the power k. So Z is the final result of measurement. A is the individual quantity measured. K is the power to which it is expressed. The rule says the relative error. So when I say relative error, delta z divided by z. Previous session ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, wherever you have errors, it is expressed by the symbol delta change. So this is the error in the measurement of z. This is the actual measurement. So relative. So this is called relative error. Delta z divided by z. This is equal to k times the relative error in the individual quantity. So power is k. So this relative error is k times the relative error in A. So it is delta A divided by A. Relative error in the measurement of A. Delta A error compared to the actual measurement. So the relative error in the measurement of any quantity raised to the power k is k times the relative error in A. Now suppose the second example where I have considering this, z equals m to the power n r to the power m. In the second case, I have an example, a measurement which is expressed as z equals m to the power n r to the power m. Now I need to find the relative error in the measurement of z. So how do we write relative error? As done here, it is delta z divided by z. Relative, nodi, beautiful agi, the name itself says relative error. Error in relation to the actual quantity. Error in comparison to the actual quantity. Delta z divided by z equals, first consider the term m to the power n. So I will find the relative error in m to the power n, which has to be n because power is n. N times relative error in m. So n delta m divided by m into. Now shall I put an into symbol here? Multiplication symbol hakla? Yes sir, haki. Then where did my second law go? It has clearly told either you multiply any two quantities or you add them. Still the relative error should be the sum. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. Irrespective of what we are doing, the final result should be the sum, either multiplication or division. The final result is the sum. Again, r to the power m. So m times relative error in r. So this is how we are trying to understand rule 3, which says the relative error. We speak about relative error in a physical quantity raised to the power k, raised to some power, is k times the error in the individual quantity. So always remember, if you are finding the relative error in a quantity which is raised to some power, that will always be equal to power times relative error in that quantity. So my dear students, now we shall use this rule and work out a few numerical examples. Now, please do consider the example I have considered now is asked frequently in the Karnataka CET exam. The entrance examination, this particular question is asked a number of times. So please do follow this. It is very simple. We go to the skeletal of the problem, then core and get the result. Very interesting question. The problem says a quantity P is measured as a cube b square divided by root C into D. There is some quantity that we are measuring. Maybe I measure length, maybe I measure force, maybe I measure momentum. Some quantity which is P, its measurement is expressed as A cube B square divided by root C into D, where A, B, C and D are 4 observables. Please to understand the word observables. He says A, B, C and D are 4 observables. When I say observables, gamana ittu keli, that means they are observed values. They are not the actual values. We are observing them. When I say observables, it means they are quantities with some error. They are observed values. They are not the actual values. So please to understand, when we say observables, it means they are values with some error. So A, B, C and D are 4 observables. Now something he says, percentage error. I'll come just to that, the last part of solution. The percentage error in the measurement of A, B and C is 1%, 2%, 3% and 4% respectively. The question paper setter has already given me the percentage errors in the measurement of A, B, C and D, which is 1%, 2%, 3% and 4%. I have to calculate the percentage error in the measurement of P. He has given me the percentage error in A, B, C and D. I have to calculate the percentage error in what you call the measurement of P. Point number 1, always remember percentage error is relative error into 100%. So this you need to calculate. Percentage error is calculated as relative error into 100%. Now P is given to be measured as A cube B square divided by root C into D. A, B, C, D are 4 observables. Now, in order to calculate the percentage error in P, first I will calculate the relative error in P, because relative error into 100%. is what is giving me percentage error. So what is the relative error in P? Sir, we know you have taught us previously. Yes, good. It is delta P by P. So relative error in P is delta P divided by P. This is equal to, first, A cube. P equals A cube. A to the power 3. So what is the relative power in A? 3 times the relative power in A. So 3 times delta A divided by A into B square. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ symbol ಅನ್ನು ಬರೀಲಿ? Yes sir, don't try to trick us now. Irrespective, ಅಲ್ಲಿ multiplication ಇದೆ, ಆದ್ರೂ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. Very good. So this is plus B square. So 2 times delta B by B, which is the relative error in B, divided by root C. Division ಆಯ್ತು. ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೋ ಸರ್, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಲರ್ನ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ನೌ. Either it is multiplication or division, still the error is the sum. Very good. So it is plus root C. I'll write C to the power half. Indices form. ಈ ರೂಟ್ ಸಿ ನ ಸಿ ಟು ದಿ ಪವರ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಪವರ್ ಇಸ್ ಹಾಫ್. ಸೊ ಹಾಫ್ delta C divided by C into D, that is plus 1 delta D divided by D. So in my first step of calculation, I have expressed the relative error in P, delta P by P, which is equal to 3 times delta A by A plus B square ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ 2 times delta B by B plus half delta C by C plus 1 delta D by D. But that is not my final approach. I have to calculate percentage error in P. So we know percentage error is nothing but relative error into 100%. So what will be percentage error in P? Relative error delta P by P into 100% is the percentage error in P, that is 3 relative error in A, delta A into 100% is the percentage error in A plus 2 delta B by B, relative error in B into 100% percentage error in B plus half delta C into 100% percentage error in C, delta D into 100% percentage error in D. So wherever you have your relative errors that multiplied with percentage error or 100% gives me percentage error. Now it is very simple, students. The problem says percentage error in A is 1% directly given. In B is 2% directly given. 3% in C, 4% in D. So when I evaluate, 12.5% is the percentage error in P. How did I calculate? These fractions are already given in the question. Percentage error in A, B, C and D is already given. So 3 into 1% plus 2 into 2% plus half into 3% plus 1 into 4%. So 3 plus 4 plus 3 by 2 plus 4, which is 12.5%. Similarly, shall we work out one more example? I'll give you hints, you will solve. Here the measurements is x m to the power half y to the power 1 by 3 divided by s square r to the power 1 by 6. Which are the four observables? M, y, s and r. What are observables? So you taught us they are not the actual quantities. Then they are quantities with some error. He says percentage error in the measurement of M, Y, S and R is 2%, 4%, 5 and 6. I have to calculate the percentage error in the measurement of X. Yes, dear students, what do we do as a first step of calculating percentage error? Yes, sir, we will find the relative error in Y first. Yes. So, relative error in X, delta X by X. So, M to the power half. So, half delta M by M plus Y to the power 1 by 3. 1 by 3 delta Y by Y plus S square 2 into delta S by S plus R to the power 1 by 6. So 1 by 6 delta R by R. Percentage error, relative error into 100%. So all these things multiplied by 100%. Delta M by M into 100 is 2%. Percentage error in Y is 4%. In S is 5%. In R is 6%. Here the percentage error in X turns out to be 13.33%. So I have taken a very simple rule, but implication is very, very important. So as I have clearly explained, work out a few examples based on this rule. You may get this as a question in the entrance. I hope you have followed today's session. Practice, practice, practice. Practice is a parameter which takes you all near to precision. In my next session, we will understand how to express our results with errors in terms of significant digits. Until then, stay healthy, enjoy the day. Thank you.